Welcome back, guys. We have finally done it. We have rebuilt the previous Levitz. So the next quest that we have is to inform Sir Divish that the previous Levitz is renewed. So let's do that. Where's my horsey?
Sir Divish, I finished the assignment you gave me. Pribyslavitz is up and running once more, and making money. And the church is as good as new.
Indeed? That's excellent news. I can't wait to see it for myself.
Of course, we can go right away.
Goodbye.
Welcome to Pribyslavitz.
Well now, I've heard some reports, but to see it with my own two eyes, beautiful.
Me and Marius did our best.
As you saw on the way here, the village is prospering, trade is booming, and the villagers are doing well.
I saw the new buildings as we were riding in. You've both done a magnificent job. I owe you my gratitude and commendation.
Thank you, sir.
How did you manage it so quickly?
We had to clear the woods and the ruins of the former buildings,
I arranged supplies of building materials and victuals from traders nearby.
thanks to which we were able to build what you see here today.
And the church here has become the dominant feature of the whole village.
I'm especially proud of our church.
Indeed, you have plenty to be proud of. Thank you both. I can say wholeheartedly that you have not disappointed me. On the contrary, you have exceeded my expectations.
It's been an honor.
I quite concur.
Master Marius, I'd like you to stay on in the village. As soon as things have settled in the province, we can begin with the expansion as planned.
As you wish, my lord.
As for you, Henry, as I promised, you shall continue to have the income from the village, as well as the bailiff's office.
Thank you, my lord.
I thank you, Henry. Few could manage what the two of you have achieved here.
Awesome. So we done this. There is no quest, but let's speak to Marius again.
So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. How do you think you're doing? We've already finished everything successfully. Excellent work.
I'm glad you're pleased. I want to build...
We've already finished.
Okay, so only 2.3, but now we get money every day. We actually got more money before we built the church. But we have to build the church to finish the quest. So what I wanna do now, in this episode, is actually kinda continue doing this. So we're going to try to judge again, if that's available. And then I'm going to run around the other cities and recruit people for this village.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you.
How's it going, fellas?
Well, Master Bailiff, well. But I speak for all of us when I ask, what's to become of all this timber we've logged?
True. It is piling up. The thing is, we've no plans to build anything big just now.
That means we'll be out of work. What are we to live on?
Don't worry, you'll have work enough. We'll sell the timber. Besides, we'll need to clear the woods even more to expand in the future. Have a word with the merchant. He'll arrange to have the timber hauled away and sold. You have my permission for that.
Thank you, sir. We'll do as you say.
Where do we go? I wanna go to Inn in Glades and speak to Fritz and Matthew. Maybe they wanna come here. And then I will just run around all the cities, ask people around, see who wants to come.
May the Lord watch over you.
So won't do any other conversations beside asking them to come to Privislovitz. Looks like Fritz and Matthew are not here. Maybe that was time sensitive or something. I know what the quest was about, but they are no longer here. So let's speak to Andrew.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Wouldn't you like a change? We're rebuilding Pribyslavitz, and I could use you in the new tavern.
Are you mad? I got the best in the province, and no one to tell me what to do. Why on earth would I change that?
Isn't there any way you could be persuaded?
Not a chance. Find someone else. God be with you.
Have you already talked to Matthew?
No. No, I haven't.
So go and see him. This might be our chance to earn some real money.
Hey, what is it?
Have you already talked to him?
No.
So go and...
My humble greetings. How may I serve?
Hey, I've got this thing going in Pribislavis, and there's plenty of problems, and, well, I could use a helping hand.
Sorry, Henry, old pal, but I'm up to my ears in my own problems. Maybe another time, when things get settled.
I want more money for that ring.
And why's that?
Because we're really good mates.
Nice try. Good luck, then.
Okay, there's a thing with Matthew and Fritz, the quest. Probably after that we can invite them, but before that, no. So let's... in this episode I'm not going to do that. Let's just speak to people, see who wants to come to Pribislavis right away. No, I don't want to play a dice.
Pull me an ale.
Let's go to the next city. And in the next episode we are going to start doing this quest with Fritz and Matthew. So now I will make a round trip through all the cities. So let's go to Neuhof. We already kind of have one guy from Neuhof, but still I want to visit it again, maybe sell some stuff and speak to the other guys that are there. So we might take care of that quest later on.
Yeah. How are you, Henry? Yeah.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Oh yeah, she has money, so let's see. Should have some... Oh, I actually ran out of stuff to sell. Interesting. Maybe I have more stuff in my trunk? But that's kinda not important now. See if there are some people in here. Probably not. Oh, there's a guy there. It's probably just a villager, but let's check. Yeah, let's go to the next town. Looks like she always has a lot of money. Let's go to the upper gate. I'm wondering, can we send the refugees that are on the street here? And there's also this inn here. I also want to visit that. See if the innkeeper maybe from there want to go to Privislovitz, or maybe some people that are here. It's just a villager.
Welcome, Henry.
I'm honored that a knight such a...
Goodbye.
Looks like there are no unique NPCs here. Just innkeeper. Nope. I'm not going to be too thorough about it.
Yeah.
I kinda have idea who we can ask around town, but I wanna run around just a bit more and see if I can find somebody else.
What's going on there?
That's nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could have built an archery range instead of... Was it... I think it was a forge or archery range. Maybe we could have recruited that archery master. I want to also visit Captain Bernard, I think. But maybe somebody wants to go out. Yes.
Hey, what's this?
We have some trophies for him. If he even wants to speak to us.
Henry,
I'm glad you came.
are you serious? Anything else?
God's blessing.
I have some,
Let's see. I'll be with you. Yeah.
I hope I can. I'll be with you.
So around 12 o'clock he works. Okay, we already spoken to this guy. Maybe here in Tavern?
God's blessing. Take care.
There was one guy that we helped. I also wanted to see about beggars here.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
how does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king. And our lord sides with Wenceslas. See you later.
God be with you.
God be with you. See you later.
God save you! Take care.
My humble...
Good luck then.
How does life in Rattle?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go.
God be with you.
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant?
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead. So get out of here.
You can't avoid this forever, you know.
You just won't give me a break, will you? Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed to do about it? You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money. If you forgive my debt, that is.
All right, then. Start talking.
No. First, I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Very well, then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could even hear it in that chaos. Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under a dovecote.
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecotes could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see. Look here, Kurnesh. I can't watch you wasting away here anymore. How would you like a job?
First, we ought to settle that little dispute of ours. Then I might be willing to listen to what you have to say.
Remind me again where the money's supposed to be.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who. That's all.
Looks like we need to finish this quest before we can recruit him for Privislovitz. So I think I will do that.
Did you find out what?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
God be with you.
So I'm looking for one guy. We helped him already, but oh, there he is, Adam. I was looking for him.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Adam, listen. You're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? Me? Innkeeper?
I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes there, but who wants to live in a village without an alehouse? And someone's got to run it.
Well, Henry, I've always wanted to save a bit of coin and open my own tavern. To continue the family tradition, like Pa and Bianca. And now you come to me with this offer.
I know. That's exactly why I came to you.
Thank you. And you can count on me to keep the place full to bursting.
Good luck, then.
Awesome, we have an innkeeper now. I was looking for him all the time. Now I'm going to run around the city a bit more, see if we find somebody else, and then I'm going to finish the quest for Punesh. I think we talked already to that guy and to him. Let's see about this guy here. Probably not, but
God save you. See you later.
so we can do archery contest, earn the money, but I wanna do this other thing. We might do that sometime, but for now, no. I'm not going to use the horse, drank that potion, and wanna see if I can increase my vitality a bit this way.
Greetings, Henry.
Goodbye.
Yeah, probably not. Do not know why I was checking that. If the NPC doesn't have a name, probably won't work.
Thanks.
This guy said he doesn't want to, I think.
I hope I... God
yeah.
with you.
And we already checked all the merchants here, but double check, I guess.
I hope. Goodbye.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
Take care.
Here you are. I won't see you go hungry.
Thank you. I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I could use some help in Pribislavis. I'm in charge of renewing the village, and they tell me you can read, write, and do sums.
Aye. But first, this water-carrying job has to be settled. I can't go anywhere until then. Good luck.
That water carrying thing, I'm pretty sure we need to talk to Bailiff for that.
Everything for the house.
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry. And garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Okay, this guy definitely not, and the other trader also. Not really. They're just generic names, so definitely not. Let's try to find the bailiff. Should be somewhere around here, and I know that he should give us the quest. Oh man, this is not a good idea. Let's go around. I didn't take that quest before, but I know what that is about. And then we can solve that thing and get that merchant.
God be with you.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Skalit's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3, actually 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Skalitz folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me. And I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water?
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
See you later.
Okay, let's solve this one, and hopefully that was the thing that we needed to solve for the merchant, to recruit him for previous fluids.
Come on up and take a look. I've got everything.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. Take care.
Be a bit more careful.
Humble greetings. How may I serve you?
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a
So you think there's no point?
You forget that...
Thanks. I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right. I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation.
Okay, so we'll have to wait for him in front of Rathaus.
What the hell? God save you! Take care.
Rakes, spades, forks, and axes, all...
See if this one sells hair meat.
Good luck, then.
$90? We definitely need to get some hair. Really doubt that we can buy enough hair meat this way.
Good luck, then.
Nope.
Goodbye.
Nah, not going to happen.
God be with you.
but Henry is now in charge of the water carrying. If you're interested, go and see him in front of the rat house.
Henry? Our Henry?
Yes, the young blacksmith.
How are you, Henry?
Good luck.
Let's actually wait here. He will hopefully get them all here. Oh man, we need nourishment. Oh, we'll eat that hare meat that we just got, and we'll hunt some hare later on for Alex. It's raw meat, that's probably why we cannot eat it.
God be with you.
I don't want to be carrying it since we'll... if we kill 1 or 2 rabbits, we'll have enough. I was kind of wondering how much... yeah, we have to... we can't sort them by how much nourishment they give. Oh, this gives a lot of nourishment. I wanna see what's 16. And this is also an alcohol, so we can drink it if we need to pickpocket. And cabbages looks like are the best thing to eat. There we go. We have nourishment, and hopefully... no. I think... oh yeah,
Henry!
they're assembling here, awesome. Let's talk to this guy.
God save you.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
God be with you. My livelihood. Be merciful, good people. God's blessings. What can I do for you? Good luck then.
Get it before it goes round.
Take
God be with you, Henry.
We have a side thing. We could have done that while we were waiting for then.
Stay not our supplicate.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
Goodbye.
Don't leave a poor woman to starve.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt. I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
Carrying shit is hard work. A job for a real man.
If you think it's so great, why don't you do it yourself?
I've got a job. But beggars can't be choosers.
So now I'm a beggar. Maybe I really should knock you on your ass.
Sorry, no offense. Are you here because you want to... And how are you holding?
Not very well. I'll tell you that. I helped. What for?
It's a shame there isn't any real work for strong men.
Ain't that the truth? But as I've said,
What would you give me if I recommended you?
what could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Maybe... Maybe we should have talked to others. Well, let's say said a deal.
Deal. I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. Take care now.
Well, that didn't go that well. Let's talk to him.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
And the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can see how that would put you off him. There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, but, for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
That's enough for now.
God grants you health. How may I help you?
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see, alright?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
What happened with Bailiff? You couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
That's enough for now.
Good luck, then.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Scullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner.
Quite the... Right. So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but
Henry's come to see us.
you'll have to scratch my back, too.
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see. Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
Treasure, you say? Right, you've got my attention.
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two about the world. I've got... Wait for it. I've got a piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Never heard of her. Who's she?
She was a great queen in ancient times. She gave Solomon a sword with magical powers.
Magical, eh? You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
No, it's true. It's in the Bible. And this sword, once it's put back together, nothing can stop it. It can cut through bones, teeth, even steel and stone.
I see. But you've only got one piece. What's that good for?
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought it off didn't have the rest. He sold off bits and pieces. They've got powers of healing, you see? And put strength in your... you know... manhood. What do you say? Deal?
I don't know. I kind of want to accept it just for... It's probably nothing good. Now, let's see what others have.
Ah, forget it. I'm not interested in a rusty piece of steel. Now, silver, though...
But I don't have any groschen. Not a one.
Tough luck then.
Take care.
Want it?
Take care.
That's enough for now. Look, the bait.
So, I might not get the job? Take care.
I'm glad to see you.
See you later.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I wouldn't worry. They won't let a source of silver just sit there. As soon as this thing blows over, they'll open it up again.
God willing, I hope you're right.
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. But you probably knew that already, right?
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners, and at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Look at it this way. You'll earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... Alright, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
But can you handle carrying water? It's no easy matter.
Sure I can. Like I said, my arm's fine.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilt milk.
What would you give if I put in a good word for you?
Good word?
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff, then that someone has a better chance.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in. I lost everything, and I'm in debt too. But I might know about an opportunity.
Oh? What kind of opportunity?
I heard about it at the mine, before Skalitz was raised.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret. There weren't any rumours about a silver scene, but what else could it be?
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows about.
That's enough for now.
Goodbye.
You're just going to...
do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though, so I came here myself.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Rattay.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
Well, if you know how to cook fine food, I could get you a job at the merchant's house. You'd have a nice roof over your head there, too.
All I've ever cooked is gruel and soup. Nothing fit for nobles. A roof would be grand, though. Not so much for me, but for my husband. Is there any way you could arrange it?
No. Not unless I lied about your cooking skills. But he'd find out soon enough, and then we'd both be in trouble. All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? God be with you.
Okay, that was a long quest. Let's talk to bailiff and yeah.
Well, I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to ask them a few more questions.
Henry, time is wasting. The water won't carry itself, and shit is piling up. Good luck, then.
I'd like to talk to you again about that. That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then. See you later.
I know everything I need to know.
Well, we could recommend Antonia since she really needs to take care of her husband. So, yeah, not a job for a woman, but still she can do it. Yeah, let's try that.
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her, then?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
I think Rock said he would carry...
Tonda. They call him the winch.
The winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
He said if we make him carry latrine, he will hit us, but I don't know. I kind of want to do that. Just to see what's going to happen.
Or maybe someone else.
Jesus, I can see this ain't going to be easy.
I'm pretty sure Cornelius said double, but I think Rock said he would carry on. Yeah, Rock said he would.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
I don't want to put Cornelius, maybe he would be angry later on when we need to recruit him for the job, so... Either Pickman or... Let's say
Vassie
Pickman.
goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Tonda. They call him the winch.
The winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
What? We can put more for latrines? What?
Carrying shit.
Can't be done. We've already got enough people for that. Now what?
Carrying water. Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job. God be with you.
Okay, for the cook's job we need to go to Sasso. And I wanna see about Cornelius. Since we finished that, I don't know where he's going to be. See what we have marked. I don't want to have that marked. Carrying water. I'm not sure where exactly they are.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I want to ask you something. What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job, only one who'll stoop to bribing?
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sasau, and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
Cheap armour might come in handy, all right? Done.
Done. As soon as I get the job, come and see me, and I'll tell you all about it.
That's enough for now.
Good luck, then.
Very well.
I hope I can.
Good boy.
I'm honored then.
Can I ask you?
If you really.
I know every.
Farewell.
I'm glad to see. Goodbye.
Looks like we have to go to Sasau, and we can accept. I was looking for Alex.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Hmm.
Good luck then.
We can accept 3 rewards basically, so I think we.
My God.
I've lost everything. My home, my
That's
family,
enough for.
my livelihood.
Look, the bailiff is.
So, I might not.
Good luck then.
There's still.
Yeah.
That's enough for.
Okay, either way, let's go to Sasau and sort out the other quest. Kinda don't want to fight them. Let's see if we can run away. If they're not heavily armored, I'm going to fight them, but if not...
Money! I'll slay you, you
Yeah!
Ah!
Ah!
Here!
Who's there? What's going on?
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. Good luck, then. See you later.
I kinda guessed that this would happen, but I guess he had to take a trip to Sasau to fix this quest. To finish this quest.
Yeah!
That deliver us from perils.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
As I said, he's doing just fine.
Good luck then. Take care.
God save. What can I do for you?
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose, and I'll take care of it.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime. Goodbye.
I hope now we can get Cornelius to go to Pribyslavitz.
What do you need?
Farewell. How's it going? God be with you.
As soon as we actually find him. I wonder where he is.
Greetings, good knight. Good luck.
Let everyone see him display.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
May you rot there!
Thank you 100-fold. Have a good heart.
My God, what happened to you? See you later.
One day in the pillory
God grant
as
you
an
health.
example before all
Take
honest
care.
citizens,
One
and
day
as a
is
reminder
not
that
a
I
day
have no
anyway.
place in this
God save. Goodbye.
God save you. God be with you.
You should be ashamed. You had it coming to you.
God bless.
God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
You said you'd return the favour if I put in a good word for you.
True, true. And I keep my promises.
So, what have you got for me?
Go to the armourer in Sasau and tell him that Cornelius and King Charles sent you. He'll understand. Got it?
Right. Cornelius and King Charles.
Farewell.
Listen, wouldn't you like to move to Pribyslavitz? I need someone there who's able to read and write and do sums. If you can do that, you'd make a good merchant to handle building materials.
Well, that's nearly the same job I had at the Skalitz mines. And they were the most profitable mines for miles around.
True. We don't have any mines, of course, but if you could handle the trade, that would help me a lot.
I know enough about trade, but I won't work for nothing. What are you offering?
Naturally, you'll earn coin enough. Don't tell me you want to spend the rest of your life struggling here. I know you're a fellow who recognises a good opportunity, and that's exactly what this is.
Ha! You're right about that. Very well, I'll move there. It don't look like we'll be going back to Skalitz anytime soon anyway.
God be with you. Farewell.
Awesome, so we recruited him. And he also put a word for Sasau, which will actually... Let's go right away there. And I also want to save the game at Bathhouse there. And in the next episode, we'll also check, of course, what we get with the blacksmith. And in the next episode, I want to take care of the Kunesh quest to go back to Scarlet's and look for the treasure or whatever it is.
My respects to you.
I was sent by Cornelius and King Charles.
I see.
I really cannot tell if it's less money. To me, actually, it looks like it's more money. Maybe because we do not have the reputation with him, so yeah. So I wanted to see if there's some helmet that doesn't restrict vision. That also gives decent amount of armor, but that's probably not going to happen. Probably needs to wear something like this, and yeah, it kind of gives okay armor, but it's also pretty light compared to the one that we are using, so no. We also have some stuff to sell, I think. Since we are here, why not? I think
Let's
I have
talk about
enough
the problem.
armor kits to never run out of them, but
See?
armor kits are still more useful than random gear that I'm never going to use. Okay, let's go and save the game.
Yeah.
So guys, this is all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
God be with you.